I keep coming back to southeastern Utah. This is one of the most beautiful areas in the world to climb. I particularly love climbing sandstone. My name is Pamela Shanti-Pack, and I've been climbing Offwidth for 10 years now, and during that time I've developed a taping method based on a combination of my own needs and some of the Offwidth masters such as Craig Lubin and Bob Scarpelli. And the taping method here is different than standard taping in Indian Creek because we will be taping our palms. One roll of Euro tape and firm grip or some sort of pre-tape adhesive, and you're good to go. Start by ripping pieces that are long enough to cover the back of your hand, and you just want to cover the entire back of your hand. That'll be 4 or 5 strips of tape after you've put on the pre-adhesive. So wrap these tightly around your hand. It's better to have your tape just a little bit too tight so that sand doesn't get into your tape glove as you're climbing Offwidth. So the next step, you'll take 2 pieces, and from the middle of your thumb knuckle, you'll run that down the side of your hand. You'll have 3 strips that overlap by about 1/4 of an inch, and we'll start going diagonally across our hands. This usually takes 2 or 3 pieces of tape, and I run mine down to just above my wrist, or a little bit down my wrist. So this is to protect your thumb and your palm while you're palming down and chimneying. Next step, we'll take a piece of tape from the knuckle of your index finger and down your wrist. And this piece is a little trickier. Take a strip, rip it halfway through in the middle, and this piece will wrap around your thumb. So you'll see I'm overlapping, and this is to protect your thumb while you're doing hand fist stacks. So that will overlap and completely wrap around your thumb. Periodically make a fist and make sure your tape isn't so tight that you can't move your hand. Next step, we will run 1 piece from your knuckle of your pinky and down the side of your hand. Again, we have these side strips to protect when you're hand fist stacking. I then run another piece or 2 pieces down the back of my hand, again slightly below my wrist. The last strip you'll run from your pinky across the back of your hand, flip your hand over, run from your index finger back to your pinky, flip your hand back over, run that same strip down towards your wrist and under your thumb and up to the middle of your palm. And this is just an overall wrap to set your tape to keep it from rolling. Again, check and make sure that it's not so tight that you can't move your hand. Next wrap will go from your pinky, around the back of your hand to your index finger, back to your pinky, and to the back of your hand. And that's just one more wrap to hold down your tape on your palm. The last step is you'll take some pieces that are about half the size, wrap them around, lock down your thumb, lock down your index finger, and then finally you'll run 1 piece to lock down your pinky. I don't tape between my fingers like the standard taping method in Indian Creek because as you palm down, it can be really painful. I take 2 separate pieces to wrap around my wrist because I don't like it to be so tight around my wrist that I can't move it. This just gives me a little bit more movement in my wrist.